welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's the tag team, the co-stream episode. It's Johnny and I, me and Johnny and me. What's up, Johnny? How's it been?
What's up, G? It's going good, man. Busy weekend of boxing. It's all in front of us. Going well, man. Can't complain. It's always fun when we do these dual streams. So looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. We had a great week of fights. Nothing on Friday, right? There's nothing on Friday. I'm not missing anything.
I'm looking at the book. I'm looking at the book now. Tomorrow there's so it's 10 a.m. Friday morning now where I'm at 10:06 a.m.
Yeah.
Tomorrow at 5 a.m. there's a card. Teo Allen versus Robert Caswell and Connor Quinn versus Jake Dodd, a domestic fight that so many of the boys in my Discord are interested in. I'm like, you guys are savages. They bet some of the boys, they're getting action on everything. So there is a card tomorrow. I think it's these are Irish boys.
Okay, yeah. You got it. My grandma is fighting this lady in a wheelchair in the nursing home. Who you like, G? It's like, bro, I don't know.
It reminds me of the National Lampoon's Vegas Vacation where Chevy Chase loses all of his money and he goes to that little side casino and they're playing paper, scissors, rocks. Guess what number am I thinking? He's like 2. He's like, no, 3. Like, it's how it is. You know how it is. It's just how it is.
Yeah. All right. You ready to get started?
Yeah. Where do you want to start? Do you want to start which card? We got the Zuffa card is insane with the odds.
Let's start at the top. Let's start with we'll start at the top and we'll work down.
Awesome.
Boots Xander. I got Boots at -500. I think that's disrespectful to Xander. I think Xander is plus 350. I think that's disrespectful. I think Boots being a 5-1 favorite is wild. But that being said, I do think Boots is going to win. The bet I like personally is I like 2 bets. I like the over -165 or 10.5, and Boots by decision at plus 170. So that's what I would look at.
Yeah. So I took Jaron Ennis on points as well. I got him at plus 280, and that was last weekend.
God dang. Yeah.
But so I had this bet in for a couple weeks, and I just shared it earlier in the week. Plus 280 Boots on points. The money line though only has Xander little less than a 4-1. They have him at plus 360 on the money line.
Yeah.
And Boots, you're getting 24% back on 100.
I gotta ask you first before we go any further. Did you get Paro by decision?
I took Paro on points too. That was a sweat though, mate. Like,
that was the most obvious bet since Conor Ben by points. That was the most obvious bet.
But bro, man, so betting decisions is freaking so stressful, mate. I don't know if you've heard Tommy Randone talk about this, but when he takes decisions, he's like, he goes to cut the yard, he cleans the house, and then he'll come back in the 10th. But Paro, man, did you watch the fight?
Mm-hmm.
He jumps out to that early lead, and then somewhere along the 5th round, it looked like Lewis Crocker's game plan. He was executing a really good game plan. The pressure forward, take Liam shots. He wasn't getting hurt, and Crocker had a big 5th round, and I was like, oh shit. It looked like Liam was fading, and then Crocker was never able to build on that momentum from the 5th round. And if you can say what you want about Liam Paro, but the kid's tough as nails. You know what I mean?
Both are.
Yeah. I was impressed with Crocker. I got to be honest. Even though I bet against him and I took Paro on points, I didn't think Crocker would be that good. He's basic in his approach, and he telegraphs his punches, and he throws that weird hook off of a weird angle. But he is what he is, and he'd be a handful for a lot of guys at 47.
Is this TJ?
Chill town. Bring him on.
Can you come in, TJ?
Bring him on.
Can you come in, TJ? Can you come in? Let me know. I'll drop the link. I'll drop the link for you if you can pop in. Let me know in the chat if you can jump in.
Yeah, the fight was close, man. I thought 115, 113 was fair, and the problem with how it ended though is like, yeah, Liam jumped out to a big lead. I always, I always go like the schoolyard analogy. You're in the schoolyard, sixth, seventh grade, you're in a fight. It doesn't matter who's winning at the beginning. It's when the teacher breaks it up, all your
Yeah.
classmates will remember who won the fight. And it was like Crocker was winning that fight at the end, obviously. But they scored round by round, and it's boxing. I'm glad we got the decision. I don't think it was a robbery. I thought Paro did enough early to edge it. He outworked him. Paro, his output was outworking him over the length of the 12 rounds.
No, I agree. All right, let's get back to this. So I gave you my assessment on Xander Boots. How do you see this going down?
Yeah, so I got Boots as well on points. I see it going the distance. When I was doing both tapes, it was something I talked about in my breakdown. Is no matter who I'm betting on, I always like, especially with undefeated fighters, I look for flaws. It's like we know what they're good at. We know both guys have shiny records. We know, Boots' strengths. We know Xander's strengths. I'm watching Xander. I'm like, where are his flaws? And then when I'm watching Boots, he has more outlying flaws. He because of his unorthodox style, he gets away with a lot of bad habits defensively, exiting off the center line, hands down, chin up in the air. But that being said, I'm still taking Boots. So it's kind of like, why did I come up with that assertion? It's like the speed, the power, the versatility in his craft. It just seems to me that
Both of them, I know both of them fairly well. Boots, Xander is huge, bro.
is he big, is he taller than you?
Uh, he's probably I'm 5'11". I'd say he's probably my height.
Okay.
If you look at my Instagram, I got a picture where we're standing. We're about the same height.
Okay.
He's a big dude. Like he's bigger than me, and I
What do you
walk
think he
around
walks
about
at?
180, over 180.
Oh,
He's bigger
wow.
than me. Yeah.
Well, didn't they say Errol used to walk at like 190, making 47?
Probably. Yeah.
That is absolutely insane because I weigh 185 too, and I was telling the boys yesterday on the live stream, I could never even the last time I weighed 147, I think in 10th grade. I couldn't imagine cutting. And I'm 10% body fat, under 10%.
I graduated high school at about 135. I was still fighting at 119. That's when I was just moving up, though. Still fighting at
That's insane.
Yeah.
As an 18-year-old.
I was 5'10", 135. I grew an inch in college and then filled out after college. So I was
stopped fighting.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, so you see this a lot with gymnasts. I used to coach a gymnast. She's for the Australian team. And when they retire, any sport where there's a weight cut or you have to calorie deficit, whenever you stop, you put a lot of weight on.
Yeah. All right. How about Ennis?
So yeah, we agree. We both agree with Ennis. What's up, World of Wrestling? I like this little double. This is another fight, guys. If you're in the JSP Discord, if you're in the Discord, there's a couple fights in our JSP Discord that has the boys torn. Obviously, Boots and Xander, which is obviously you're going to get that. But Jahai Tucker, Yuri Cedeno, and over the last 12 months, I've won money on both guys. I tend to bet patterns with the guys. I did the breakdown of the Cedeno versus Atundi fight, and at the time, it was almost a 50-50, and we took Cedeno at plus money. But this fight, man, when I dissect Cedeno's record, he's 14-0, 12 knockouts, Dominican fighter. I'm taking Jahai Tucker. I like Jahai Tucker on the money line. I like his seasoning. I like the experience he has. We talked about it yesterday. The oldest 23-year-old in boxing, Jahai Tucker.
Yeah, you ain't know a lot about that. I mean, Top Rank. I don't know if it's because his dad talks trash. I don't know, but they've been wanting him to lose in a real way. Like
I heard you say
no other fighter like that.
But if you had a kid, and your kid had the skills, right? You'd want to think that you would make those decisions. Like if I'm that dude, I'm 18 or I have an 18-year-old son, and I know he's ready, and I'm having the real conversations with him. You'd want your kid to put your hand up and be like, yeah, I can fight that kid. That's who Jahai Tucker is.
I'm with it. But like what I'm saying, Top Rank don't treat no other fighter that way.
As it just turned 18 years old fighting a 26-year-old Nick Flaz, a puncher from Puerto Rico. That's crazy. He was a teenager.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Maybe he was 19 or 20. But
I liked, yeah, he was really young. That was
he was really
entirely
young.
inappropriate. Yeah, that was entirely inappropriate. But
How do you see it
um,
going? Do you think that Cedeno's power is real at the highest level?
yeah, I do. I think his power is
Okay.
real. I think he's a
Okay.
bigger hitter. I think Tucker is much more skilled. Tucker is much more versatile. Tucker can fight in all three
He
levels.
seems
I
tighter.
think Tucker should win. My only concern is that if Tucker gets into a war with him, anything could happen.
Yeah, I was talking. We were talking about the Truck Simpson fight and how he fought, and I was telling the boys, don't. I did watch the press conference. He did look a bit emotional. There's a lot of tension on this fight, and that Truck Simpson fight. The families were arguing. Those guys come from rival towns. There was a lot of sort of heat going into that fight. So he fought kind of emotional. You gotta keep, and he's young. You gotta keep your emotions in check, man. So that is, I think that's a legit worry as well. Do you think he wins on points? Do you think it goes the distance?
Yeah, I like the over. I like the over. I like the distance. I like anything like that. I think we're going the distance. Both guys have been durable. Both guys have good skills. I don't think Tucker can really knock out Cedeno unless it's really from a culmination. But I don't think the
What
fight looks like that. So I think we're going. I think we're going the distance.
what's your book giving you
Tucker.
on the money line?
I'm getting it's minus 160 for Tucker. Let's
Okay.
see. On the money, yeah, on the money line it's minus 160. Let me see what the
Wow, money's
it's
coming
minus
in.
140. It's minus 145 now. I took it at minus 160.
Wow.
Over
Yeah.
8.5 is minus 360. I like that.
Wow. Jahai on points is plus 115. Damn, it's
I
all
got the high on, yeah,
and
115
he
plus
on the
115.
money line he's 177, so 70. It's looking like it might be close to 50-50 come fight time. A lot of money's been coming in on Cedeno last I checked. He's
Everyone I
he's a
talked to likes
is on
Cedeno. Yeah,
Cedeno. Yeah, my whole Discord's on Cedeno, so this will be another one. But he does have that shiny toy effect. Southpaw looks the part, knockout to win ratio, Dominican. I've gotten burned in the last 12 months on some of the Dominican boxers, so I'm hesitant on the record. I'm hesitant on the resume and the seasoning of him as a boxer. I think at 26 he's not as well rounded like you said as Tucker, and I'm leaning on
yeah.
Tucker's experience even though he's younger. It's boxing.
I think this needs to be addressed because he's gone wild in both of our discords. I banned Romel from my Discord today for being super gay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Talking about one of my carnival bar. Do you want to address Romel?
I don't know who
It's
Move a
been an
Lot
issue in
is.
both of our discords. Yeah, I don't know who he is,
Yeah,
but he's no longer in my Discord.
yeah, but who was the guy who's asking me to do something?
Oh,
Who's
move a
Move
lot
a Lot?
7-7.
I don't know him. Look, man, we're two growing communities. We're kind of, we have parallels. There's not a lot of guys out here on YouTube who are doing what Gary and I are doing. We don't hide behind, you guys get our face, you get our voice. It's not like we're a Twitter account. So it's a bit real, it's personal. And so if people are following us and supporting us, it's hard to manage like everybody. So I don't know exactly what he means. I'm not in Gary's Discord, and I don't know. He's just been causing. He's what's he been doing? Going into your Discord and causing drama.
Yeah, he's
Do you
been
have a
saying like
moderator?
real.
Do you have a
No,
moderator?
I don't
You
really.
should
I'm
get a
not that
moderator.
smart. Yeah, I
We
should.
have. I have two moderators, and they're
Should,
great. Shout out to Gil. Yeah, they're great at moderating this sort of stuff.
Jab and 79, I guess. Those will be my moderators. Jab
Yeah,
and 79. You guys are the moderators. If I
perfect.
figure out how to do that, assuming I can figure out how to do it.
79 smart. I talked to 79 a lot on Discord. He
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
I think you just go behind the scenes. Gil did it for me. I'm not. I can't act like I know how to do it either. We're old, mate. Me and Gary are in our 40s.
Yeah. I ain't young.
Yeah. Mid 40s.
Did
I'm in my mid 40s. That's crazy.
I'm not. I'm only 42.
That's crazy. Years are crazy. So yeah. Sorry about that, but back to the fights, I
Did
guess.
TJ ever respond? Did TJ say if he could go live or not? Can he jump on with us? Did he ever
Did you put
respond?
the link in the chat?
No, I didn't put the link in the chat because I don't want a bunch of.
He messaged. So
I had
TJ,
one old guy come on my. It's like a 60, 70-year-old British guy came on just to start dropping the N bombs. That's why I don't like to drop it unless I have a specific
did
reason to drop.
did that happen?
Yeah, yeah. He waited too. He waited for me to drop it. He sat in the green room until I brought him on, and they just started dropping the N bomb.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Was it? When was this? How long? When did that happen?
Probably about a year ago.
Did you get flagged?
No, you could drop the N bombs. I think.
Well,
I'm not sure. I'm not
Are
sure.
are you familiar? You know Greg Hackett, right? He got his YouTube channel taken down. He eventually got it back up, but he dropped his link, and the guy who joined was playing porn. And Greg went.
Yeah.
And Greg,
I had a friend that happened to on his channel too. Yeah.
like, what the hell is wrong with people? People don't want to see people coming up. Like, this is crazy. Yeah, I usually just do it for like the boys. But
I is 42 user and I is 42. I is 42. Gary's Discord be wildin'. Thank you, boss. That's a compliment. I got no censor. I have no chill. I say whatever. I don't care. Me and Johnny were talking about that. Johnny's like, I live in a police state. I was like, well, I live in Texas and I got guns, so I say whatever the hell I want.
Yeah, dude, I was telling my boy Bum Equipment, shout out to Jacob. He during the pandemic, I live in one of the nicest neighborhoods in Sydney. During the pandemic, we were on a 5-kilometer law to where we weren't allowed to leave our houses farther than 5 kilometers. And I look over my balcony here, and there were horseback cops walking through the streets, making sure people were. It was freaking insane, bro. And like Americans,
during
like
COVID, during the lockdowns in Texas and where I live in Fort Worth, we were playing cornhole. We were having cookouts. We were having crawfish boils. We were just living life without work. So it was like for the first 2 weeks, it was just like a vacation. We were all chilling, and then we were like, all right, we're just gonna go back to work now, and this is over with. And it was
that's insane.
I never wore a mask except when I was on a plane. That's it. And
shout out to you.
Punched a hole. Yeah,
it was 2 years. It was 2 years that we weren't allowed to leave.
That's
2
wild.
years.
It was 2 weeks where we were chilling, and then we're like, we're done with this. Like, we're not doing this anymore.
Yeah, it sucks. So Chilltown messaged me a couple hours ago. He was talking about the Brandon Lee fight. That's the last message. He was asking me about Brandon Lee and Kane Sandoval. I know that's another
All right, let's
fight.
talk about that. Let's go up and down the card. Let's talk about Brandon Lee. I finished my tape on this earlier today. I dropped my breakdown on it. That's I don't really see what y'all are seeing in Kane Sandoval. Okay, he can switch hit. He can fight in a southpaw stance. He comes forward. He cuts the ring off. He shrinks the ring off. I don't see a big hitter. He's obviously slow and plodding. Why is he going to win? Who do you pick first? Who you're taking Sandoval?
So in his last fight, Julian Rodriguez was a plus 490 underdog. I broke that fight down. I took J-Rod to beat him, and he won. This fight, after that fight, Sandoval messages me on Instagram. I told this story all week. And I told him, I was like, bro, you're 21, 22 years old. I'm 44. I have a six-pack. I was like, the reason why that's essential and it's relevant is because it's a lifestyle choice. You're a professional athlete. You need to get your lifestyle choices in order. Have you seen him this fight week? He has a six-pack. Six-pack Kane Sandoval is dangerous.
Sandoval has a six-pack?
Bro, let me show you. I got a photo of it. It's crazy. It's crazy. And so when you look at he fell short against J-Rod. We're
gonna find out at the weigh-in if that's real or if that's AI. That's gotta be AI.
You think fighters would be doing AI?
That guy. I think that's AI. We'll find out on Saturday when he weighs in.
Yeah. So
I don't think that has no six pack.
So with that being said, let's side on the air on what he posted, and it's real, right? So what he does offensively, like you said, Mexican style, cuts the ring off, marauding, volume, pace, pressure. Not a big hitter, but he fights brave. He's very courageous in there, determined style, which we've seen a lot. He lacks a lot of athleticism. Doesn't he gets hit a lot. Brandon Lee, for me, I watched him get beat up against Pedro Campo. He won a decision. He got hit a lot. He doesn't do a lot. I see a kid who
Does Kane Sandoval get hit a lot?
yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so why is it a
the
problem that Brandon Lee gets hit a lot and Kane
because
Sandoval gets hit way more, and that's not a problem?
I haven't really seen Brandon look that great fighting off his back foot. He's going to be pressured a lot. I think Kane could drown him and make him uncomfortable and win rounds with his volume. That's what I'm banking on. It's another dog. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's an underdog.
Do you think Kane Sandoval is actually going to win the fight, or are you just dog hunting?
No, I think Kane is going to win the fight.
Okay.
Yeah. How do you see Brandon doing it?
I think it's competitive, but I think Brandon just wins the rounds. Like I think Sandoval makes his life hell. I think Sandoval keeps the pressure on and makes him uncomfortable. But the reason why Hammer Hands faded late, and Sandoval lost all the early rounds, and he only really won the last two, was because Hammer Hands runs the whole time, right? And this is why I hate British fighters. You can't win a world level fight against a world level fighter by running for 12 rounds. You're going to tire. They're not going to tire because it's easier to go forwards than backwards, right? Brandon Lee isn't going to fade because he's not going to run the whole time. Brandon Lee's going to set his feet in the ground, keep his distance with his jab, and fire hooks and keep him at the end of his shots. He's not going to sit and run like Hammer Hands and then get tired at the 8th round. He's going to sit and fight him. He's going to take gas. He's going to ding him. He's going to take gas out of his tank. Hammer Hands never did any of those things. You can outbox Sandoval. What Sandoval does is he keeps pressure on you so that you fade. And this is why I always take the Mexican or the Argentinian when they fight the Brit, because the Brit's going to run and he's going to run out of gas. And
I don't trust Brandon Lee's mindset. I like his psyche. I think that Kane could break him. I think Kane wants to. If it's it's going to be a dirty fight, a dog fight. I don't see Brandon Lee winning a dog fight against Kane. And so, in the inactivity, there really hasn't been a performance. And look, everything I say about Brandon, you could say about Kane.
Who's a more skilled fighter, Sandoval or Lee?
Like skill wise, Brandon Lee has the better skills.
Who's a bigger hitter?
But it's not. I don't know. It's not always about skills though. In boxing, we know that it's mentality is a lot. And at this level, this kid.
Go ahead.
Well, this kid, this is a big spot for both of them. I think the lessons that Kane took from J-Rod in terms of tactics. I think he's going to level up. He's a young dude, and I don't know how serious and devoted he was going into that J-Rod fight. I'm expecting a different version. It's from what I've seen. I've been following his camp. Go check him out. I like the. He looks to me like a kid who's like focused everything finally into this camp, and I expect a really good version of him. We'll see on fight night. We'll see, like you said, at the weigh-ins. I'd be shocked if that was AI. If that's AI, I got honey-dicked. Like that's fun. Like you think fighters are making AI photos? That's crazy.
Why is that crazy?
He's gonna catfish his fans. He's gonna catfish the boxing community. Why is that not crazy? Because he's going to be found out. If that's fake, come fight night and he doesn't look like that, he's going to look like a moron. Like this is a professional here.
You might be right. I just don't put.
You think the guys are doing that?
I think everything, but Johnny,
I'm the naive one then. Maybe I'm the naive one.
I think everything is fake and gay. I think panda bears are fake and gay. I think everything is fake and gay. I think
what was the first thing? What's fake and gay? You said you think what is?
Panda bears.
Oh. You think they're fake?
I think panda bears actually, if you're in China, I think panda bears exist. I don't believe they exist in nature. I think they were made in a lab. There's no way a panda bear survived for thousands of years in nature. That's crazy. They were made in a lab by Chinese scientists.
I'm pretty sure a panda isn't part of the Ursidae family. So bears are part of the genus Ursidae. I think a panda might be a marsupial.
A panda bear.
I might be wrong with that.
Made in a lab. If the U.S. scientist makes nuclear bombs, they made adorable plant-eating bears.
Well, so what is your point though? But
I'm just saying, I think everything is fake and gay. I don't think anything is real. I think everything we're told is fake. So I think, do I think Kane Sandoval's picture could be fake? Of course, I think it could be fake.
That's crazy. Like if he was an actor, I could see that. But a blood sport prize fighter, I mean, that'd be insane. Could you imagine he takes his shirt off and he's fat? It's like, bro, Like he would get clowned so hard for that. He posted that photo.
I homeschool my kids. My kids are the only kids that before they learned the multiplication tables, learned that the moon landing was fake. JFK and Malcolm X were killed by the CIA, and that the 1960, the 2000, 2004, 2008, and 2020 elections were all rigged and fake. They learned that before they learned their multiplication tables, right?
Because they always say the truth usually starts at conspiracy. So.
What's the difference between a conspiracy theory and the truth? About 6 months.
Time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Time. So you might be onto something. Life's already stressful enough. I can't be. I'm not. Yeah. I guess we focus.
It was the moon landing, Johnny. They tried to get me on the moon landing, and they overplayed their hand. When I was in elementary school, right? And they tell you Santa Claus is fake,
the first guy. The first guy landed on the moon. Ohio, baby, we up. Ohio boy, Neil Armstrong, Dayton, Ohio.
when he gets there, let me know. When he gets to the moon, let me know, and then someone will walk.
Yeah,
I don't think you can get to the moon at this point. I don't think you can actually get there.
What was really shocking to me is if you pay attention to all the Buzz Aldridge interviews, like how he reacted his whole life when speaking about it. He went against the grain. It's all a bit fishy. The cinematic approach to it, I think if they were never caught using like a Hollywood studio to make the marketing for it, maybe people wouldn't have questioned it. But that seems like that really happened. They were like making marketing for it. And it's kind of
I just think it's hang on one time. I'm gonna put this up on this screen.
The Russians, the US were in the race to the moon with the Russians, mate. We had to win. But so who knows? The moon landing was the moon landing fake? Do a poll.
I'm gonna play this. Hang on.
You could lose a couple years going down that conspiracy. That's a deep rabbit hole.
I want you guys to watch this. This is the takeoff. This is the Apollo 17. This is the last time we went back to the moon. You guys tell me if you think this thing, I'm gonna bring it back. This thing taking off right here went 250,000 miles at 25,000 miles an hour through negative 400 degree temperature. This thing right here.
Who's filming it too, though? Like
yeah, some guy on the moon. They left him there to die. Who took the footage of that thing? And it was eventually went 25,000 miles an hour for 3 days for 250,000 miles through negative 400 degree temperature. You think that happened? Now I'm going to put up the poll. Now we're going to do the poll.
Are there's probably moon landing like truthers, like people who get into fights about it really happened, and then people, you got to pick your battles, boys. You can go down.
I want all smoke.
You could go down the rabbit hole for sure.
I believe nothing. Jesus Christ is real. Everything else is fake and gay.
New T-shirt. That's new merch. Let's go.
Jesus Christ is everything else is fake. That's it.
That would sell in Texas for sure.
You just give me a T-shirt idea. I'm gonna sell it.
You should do it, man. It would definitely sell 100%. So, are you taking? What did you get, Brandon Lee? Did you take him on the money line?
I didn't put any money on Brandon Lee. I'm laying off the bet. I don't like the prop. I do think Lee's gonna win. I would rather just. I don't have any props on it. Well, I didn't have any props on it as of this morning. Let's see if that. Did you get props on? I would take the over.
I don't have action yet on it either. Yeah, I don't have action on it.
I would take the over, but at minus 180, that's a little. I don't like the price on it.
Okay.
I think it's a competitive fight. I'm not saying Sandoval can't win. If it was minus 115 or minus 130, I'd consider taking it. But at minus 180, it's just there's better bets to be made at minus 180 than that.
I love how we got from Kate Sandoval's six-pack directly to the moon landing. That's awesome. That's always a good 3D live stream, bro. Like that's what happens when we do these lives.
Let's get back real quick to the to this Saturday card, the big card.
Yeah.
Whitaker and Popeye, the Popeye guy, Richard Rivera. I know Popeye well. He's a star boxer, Joe DeGuardia guy.
Okay.
He's got nothing for Whitaker. I mean,
Okay.
nothing.
Yeah, the odds are terrible.
Whitaker by stoppage he's went from minus 1,200 to minus 2,000 now.
You think Whitaker's going to stop? Is it Ramirez?
Whitaker by stoppage at minus 300. I like it a lot.
What are Ramirez's shortcomings? Just not an athlete?
Whitaker?
No, Ramirez.
Or Rivera. Oh, Rivera.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So to me, he's like a domestic British level guy. He can fight a little. He's got decent skills, but there's no athleticism. There's no pop. There's not a lot of volume. Like you can see he knows how to fight a little bit, and he likes to box on the outside. He's got limited inside game.
He's in shape.
He knows how to fight. Like I think he's gonna get blasted out and blown out in this fight. Like if you,
I don't trust Ben Whitaker though, man. Like I don't like. I'm not saying he's not. I'm not betting that fight. But Ben Whitaker to me, he's still kind of an unknown. Like I know he's looked different since he went to Andy Lee. He got the coaching change really helped him in that second Liam Cameron fight. It's just I don't know if the product they sold us is the product. And Eddie's famous for doing this. So. To say that he's going to go in, it's his U.S. debut. We've seen Brits come over here before during their U.S. debut and have a lot of hype. Josh Kelly versus Ray Robinson, and they fought to a draw. So I don't know. I'm not betting the fight. I like playing both sides. If you say that Rivera has no shot, I believe you, but I haven't really watched tape.
Christ is king. Everything else is fake and gay. That's the message, young one. That's the message. Jesus
Youngin
Christ
is our
king.
local.
Make America healthy again, and everything else is fake and gay. That's the message.
It's pretty interesting watching the controversy in America with the Major League Baseball Pride Week, and because I played baseball in college, and every time there's baseball news, it reaches my sort of desk, and it's crazy. Still, I didn't realize this because we don't get any of that here in Australia. Which is, it's not, it's you don't see the pro sports teams being penalized for not wearing like the pride pin. But what was it? Was it the San Francisco Giants?
The Giants, yeah. Last year was Clayton Kershaw, who's a Hall of Famer. He's from Texas. Shout out Dallas, Texas.
Kershaw, dude.
Yeah, he wrote the verse. What is it? Genesis 12:9, which is the rainbow, the formation of the rainbow. On his hat instead of wearing the pride hat. He wore the Dodgers.
And he got fined.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't playing that day in particular because he's a pitcher. He only plays once a week. But he was sitting in the dugout with the hat on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit like I don't care who you have sex with, mate.
And then the Giants did.
Like what we don't have any boundaries in society. Is anything sacred?
It's completely
it's
completely degenerate and demoral.
Yeah,
it's
nothing is sacred.
Demoralized. And this is what we have left. A completely degenerate, unserious country. Your country is just as unserious. Like it's ridiculous.
I think it's a societal issue. I think we've been.
This is what we're celebrating. Two guys who like to put the pee-pee in the poo-poo. Let's celebrate this for a month. Let's celebrate.
I don't care who you have sex with.
Pee-pee in the poo-poo.
Yeah, it's like.
But they obviously do. We have to take a month, and every team has to have a day to celebrate two weirdos who like to put the pee-pee in the poo-poo. It's like what are we doing here?
Like, why do we have to focus on these things? You know what I mean? Like, why are you putting that into my radar?
I already know this video is getting demonetized. I already know.
Why are you putting this into my thought process? Like, if I'm a 15-year-old kid and I'm playing high school sports and like thank God we didn't grow up with this, but it's like I don't care who you sleep with. It's not. What is it up to me? Why are you telling me who you're painting pictures in my head about things
because they can't.
We're playing baseball. We're playing baseball. Like what the fuck?
I'm
crazy.
I'm with you.
It's just like nothing is sacred. Nothing's sacred.
All right, Jesus Christ, all day, brother, all day, all night, 24/7 for all of eternity. Jesus Christ is King. Everything else is fake and gay.
My parents sent. My parents sent me
healthy again.
My parents sent me to a Catholic school for 13 years. So from like the time I was 5 until I was almost 10 years. From the time I was 5 until I was 14. I was an altar boy. I could recite the Bible, and then I lost my way, but I found my way back.
Good, good,
Yeah.
good. God and Christ is always there waiting for you, just like the prodigal son. He's welcoming you back with open arms. Glory to
Yeah, the
God.
book
He's
of
doing it all the
Isaiah,
time.
man. The book of Isaiah is a powerful book. My mom's really into the, she's an occupational therapist and she helps battered women and women who have been addicts and abused. And so she's like big Bible woman, great
Yeah.
woman. My mom is, and I was asking her, what's a good book to read in the Old Testament? Like where should I start? And she told me start at Isaiah. Woo! Isaiah
Okay.
is one of my
Yeah. Isaiah's
Isaiah
a
is one of
great
my
book. Yeah.
yeah. But
I I do a Bible reading with my kids every day.
it's the number one selling book
I'm
of all time. Did you know that?
every year by far. Of course it is. Um, so I do a Bible reading with them every day. I'm doing Proverbs with them right now, but after I get through Proverbs, I'm gonna do Isaiah with them.
Mm.
That's a good. I like that. All right, let's get back to boxing. Whitaker Rivera. I think Whitaker blows. I think Whitaker at
Okay.
-300 for the stoppage is good value. Gone from
Okay.
900 to
I'll tell that.
-2,000 on my book. So give
Yeah,
me
the
your
odds are
card.
so terrible. I'm not getting any props, and Whitaker's such a big favorite. I'm not even touching it.
Emiliano Vargas and Bryce Mills. This has gone from -900 to -1,400. This really isn't bettable to me anymore. I like Vargas, but Bryce Mills doesn't suck. And
He
whenever
doesn't
you get a
suck.
white boy from the middle of nowhere who's fought nobodies, generally people are going to question him. Bryce Mills doesn't suck. Like he doesn't. He's not going to win this fight. I don't really see
We're
a
not
path
looking
to
at
victory.
this isn't a cornflake Lamana situation, is it?
Bryce Mills is a decent fighter. He's not going to win. Vargas is a much better prospect, but Mills doesn't suck, and he's tough as hell. I think Mills can last the distance here. Everyone likes Vargas by decision. Oh, it's switched now. Vargas by stoppage. I like Vargas by decision, which is now -1. That's actually flipped.
Okay, so my book has Vargas by knockout is +140,
I
and
got
then
+125. Yeah,
Vargas on
by
points
decision.
is 87% return.
I do think there's a knockdown. If you want to take a knockdown prop, either fighter to be knocked down is -140. I think there may be a knockdown in the fight. I think the fight goes a distance so long as the ref lets it go on, right? Like I don't think it's going to be uncompetitive. I don't think Mills is going to get iced. So as long as his corner doesn't stop it and the ref doesn't get tired of it, like I think Mills is going to be competitive and tough enough to make it to the final bell.
Okay.
Like, it's going to be a round where a fight where he doesn't really win many rounds, but he's competitive. Like he's fighting to win and he's having his moments. He's just not having enough moments to win any rounds.
Let me ask you something about Emiliano. We know that he's the better of the Vargas brothers. That's how they've sold him to us. Does that make do you think is he world class? Is that his potential? Is he a world champion?
I think so.
You think
I
so?
think so. Yeah,
okay.
I think so.
Yeah. I want to see him step up a bit. I guess this is his step up.
This is a good fight. I mean, he should win. It's another prospect level guy. And I think Bryce Mills is not bad. He's just not as good as Vargas. Not even close.
Okay.
And that's all I wanted to touch on this card. Let's do the Zuffa card. A couple of fights I wanted to talk to. We did Lee and Sandoval. Trinidad and then
Which one?
Okay. I was going to start with Trinidad and then Tejas.
Okay. Yeah, I like that one. You were talking. Go on. You go.
It's down. Okay. I don't like Trinidad. I just finished my tape on Trinidad. I don't like Trinidad. I don't see it.
What don't you like about him?
What is he good at? I don't see anything that he like. If I said to you, what is Omar Trinidad good at? What kind of fighter is he? Like if you said to me, Gary, what is Brandon Lee good at? He's a power boxer with good height and reach. He's got decent power and he knows how to keep you at the end of his shots. He moves his feet well enough to stay in front of you and he doesn't let you close the distance on him. And his power and his speed and his explosiveness is good enough to win him rounds. What do you like about Omar Trinidad? What makes him a good prospect?
He's ranked 7 in the world. He's undefeated. He knows how to win fights.
Okay, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking you what makes if we're scouting him, if we're watching him, Gary, this is what he does well.
It's shocking. I'm looking at his box work now. I guess he's already 30 years old too.
Yeah, he's a 30-year-old prospect. Yeah.
Not every boxer, our sport, not every boxer is gonna jump off the page with skills and strengths that are Hall of Fame worthy type. There's some guys, I don't know, man. I think he beats a 108-pounder in Cajas, though.
I think he probably wins the fight, and I wanted to pick in Cajas.
That's all we have to do. All we have to do is find the winner. You know what I mean?
I might throw some money on Cajas, but I don't think he's actually going to win the fight now. I
Okay.
think he's too small. He's too shot. Trinidad probably wins the fight, but he's fighting. And then Cajas, I always thought that Cajas was a little bit overrated to start with. When they were trying to sell me on Cajas as the next great Filipino fighter, and when Top Rank was on his height, like, I was like, he's not that good. He's good. He's not that good.
Yeah.
All
You're
that
thinking
being
that
said,
you think that he could outwork? You think he could outwork Trinidad?
I think he's a classier guy. So can he outbox him? Maybe a couple of years ago. I might throw something on him just to roll the dice a little bit. It's unlikely.
It's a 10-rounder.
I guess Trinidad's gonna win, and I like it. It's a guy that's at his best 115. And not at his best anymore, right? So it's a fat old Cajas, and I always thought Cajas was a little bit overrated to start with.
Yeah, it's actually a little dude. There's like a 5-inch Trinidad's size and height.
I guess Trinidad's gonna win. I guess he's gonna win. Yeah.
He's just so much bigger than him, just naturally too. And Cajas is coming up, been stopped. In the lighter weight classes at this stage of the game in Cajas's career, I mean, how much time does he have left? I don't know, man. It seems like going up to featherweight to fight Trinidad is almost like
it's a lot to ask. Yeah.
But it's an intriguing fight, and Zuffa's matchmaking, they haven't been making it easy on us, on the bettors. You know what I mean? Like you could sit there and say that you took 3 dogs on one card and then you look like a genius, but I haven't seen a lot of consistency every card by a lot of bettors. Zuffa, like that. Great matchmaking, good fights, but it's been difficult betting on consistently every time they have a card.
No, I'm with you on that. It's difficult.
Like that Tony Gersh versus Pay Benito. That is both guys were like 5-6 to 1 underdogs in their last fight. Both guys win their last fight, and now both guys are fighting each other. Tony Hirsch Jr.
Give me your official. Give me your. So I think for me, and Cajas and Trinidad is a no bet. It's a no bet for me.
Yeah, I don't have action on it either.
Okay, is it a no bet?
I don't. The fights on that Zuffa card that I have action on that I haven't shared yet. I think I'm going to take Tony Hirsch on the money line.
I was going to ask you that next. Break it down.
I was impressed with him, man. I was really impressed with how sharp he was, his class, his versatility, his toughness, everything. He was a massive dog. I really didn't know who he was going into that Merriweather fight. I knew who Merriweather was, and I put him on a parlay, and he was a parlay killer. And Hirsch's cardio was good. His distance, his jab, everything he was doing. I was like, how do I not know this guy? Did you know who he was going into that fight?
No.
So and then Pep Benito, this is a guy that, he tells everybody in the world what he wants to do, stand and trade. He's a tough dude. He could punch, he could crack. I don't know if that style, I don't know if Hirsch is going to give him the fight that his last opponent gave him, to just stand. He fought a younger dude in the fight he knocked him out, who just like ego to ego sort of fight. I think Hirsch's hand speed's ridiculous too. So I think that hand speed, the odds are great either way you like it. It's an interesting fight. I've been burned by both guys betting against them. Hopefully I change that around. Do you have action on that fight?
No, I don't. I haven't done the tape on it.
Did you watch the tape? It's good.
I have not taped it yet.
Just it's always difficult when we're wagering on guys who aren't at the world level, so they're fighting guys who are on the come up as well. It's tough to get a good gauge on the tape that you're seeing on both guys. I just watched Hirsch's the Zuffa fight, and then fight before that, and then Pay Benito has more online, but it's a tough one to bet as well. The Zuffa cards are always tough for me.
I'm with you.
I don't bet on every fight though. I tell the boys, like, if you got 6 fights, you don't have to bet every single fight. Like,
no,
fight one, fight one loses.
That you just pick the best ones, pick the best values. Yeah.
Yeah. I like Edwin De Los Santos. I got De Los Santos to beat Ryo.
You guys are trying to these cowboy bets, and you're trying to be a hero. You know,
The boys are just being the boys out there, man.
yeah, y'all need to have been listening to Tina Turner. Y'all wasn't listening to Tina Turner. Tina Turner was all like, "We don't need another hero.
We don't
need
need
another way." How about y'all want to listen to Tina?
We
Tina
don't
tells you we
need
don't need another
another hero.
hero.
That was a
We don't
banger.
need another hero. Y'all trying to be heroes. We don't need another
Yeah,
hero. Just take
the
the easy
boys are
money.
the
Easy.
boys out there. They're just having a good time betting on every fight. It's crazy. Um, yeah, it comes down to boundaries. Like what I tell myself with the Zufakar, I like. Do you see De Los Santos getting it done again?
Yeah, I think Dale Santos wins again.
That's I challenge anybody who didn't know because I was impressed. I was shocked to remind myself. Go to De Los Santos's box rec and find out how old he is. People
He's
were saying
26, right? Yeah.
he's younger than Ryo. He was 23 when he fought Shakur.
Guys,
Which is
if you
crazy.
are watching on my channel and you're not subbed to Johnny's channel, sub to Johnny's channel. If you're watching Johnny's channel and you haven't subbed to my channel, sub to my channel.
Vice
And
versa.
smash
Let's
the
go.
like button. Don't be an ingrate. Nothing for life is free. We're giving you great content. Smash the like button. It's like when you're in the store and they give you candy, and in the back of the store they ask for a quarter to go to the dog with 3 legs that can have surgery. Like, give the quarter. Smash the like button. This isn't complicated.
What a story!
It's not like here's a piece of candy. Give a quarter. Put a quarter in the bowl for the dog that needs surgery. Like, let's
yeah. Everybody takes. It's like the scene of Half Baked. Dave Chappelle takes that girl on the date, and the homeless guy is asking for change, and Chappelle takes the money out the cup. We need stop taking, boys. Leave some money. Leave some money. Like the video. Let's go.
Violent today. Crazy today. Crazy today.
Dude, it all started with the moon and then the gays. I'll get you started. I'm gonna get Gary started with bringing up pride. What are you doing? Gary's about to go off, boy.
Before my kids learn the multiplication table, they learned the moon landing is fake, elections are rigged and faked and gay, and JFK and Malcolm X were killed by the CIA. They knew
so
that.
You guys don't.
Times 3.
You guys don't celebrate Pride Month in the 3D household?
No, we do not. No, we do not.
I miss you know what? When I was a kid, when we were kids, the University of Hawaii used to be called the Hawaii Rainbow, the Rainbow Warriors, and then they cut it from the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors to the Hawaii Rainbows, and now they because of the movement they stole the rainbow from Hawaii, and I think they're just the Warriors now. Maybe. Do you remember when they had the rainbow?
I do,
because they had a couple really good quarterbacks who were like Colt Brennan was
dishing it. Chang, yeah.
Yeah, it was dishing it, dude. I used to win money betting on Hawaii in the over. He would throw for 400 yards and 6 touchdowns.
I remember one game. It was and I'm talking to my cousin who's a huge college football buff,
I bet,
right? Like,
was it Hawaii versus Texas Tech?
No, it was Hawaii versus somebody else. And they're like a 30-point favorite. I'm like, why is Hawaii? This was Colt Brennan breakout year. Like, why is Hawaii a 30-point favorite against anybody? And he's like, we have the best quarterback in the country. I was like, who does? He's like, Hawaii. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, Hawaii's they're gonna blow them out. The only question is, do they take all their starters out and win by 30? He's like, but like, this is real? He's like, yeah. And they won by like 38. And I hit on it. And ever since then, I loved Colt Brennan. Like, that's my guy. God rest his soul. Yeah.
Rest in peace, man. Tragedy what happened to Colt. But before Colt, they had a quarter.
You heard what happened with him? You know how he died?
Wasn't it drugs?
So he went to check in during COVID. He went to check into a drug rehabilitation center, and they wouldn't let him in because he wasn't vaccinated. The next day, he went on a bender and died.
Wow, I didn't know that. They should do a 30 for 30 on Colt Brennan, man. He was a dog. He was a dog.
Yeah, I call him Skittles guzzlers because I
can't be laughing, man. I strained an abdominal yesterday, boys. It's like the ab just seizes up every time I laugh. Before Colt Brennan, they had a quarterback, Tommy Chang. Tommy Chang. He used to spin it too, man. Texas. You remember Texas Tech had it was Cliff Kingsbury. People only know Kingsbury as the coach, but when Cliff Kingsbury was a quarterback at Texas Tech, They're playing in that. Who was that coach? Mike something who created that off. Forget. Anyway, he used to throw for.
The coach of Hawaii was June Jones.
June Jones was the coach of Hawaii. Yeah, but who's that legendary Texas coach who coached at Texas Tech? Who
Oh,
created
Mike
the
Leach. Mike Leach. Mike Leach.
Mike
Mike Leach.
Leach? Yes. What did they call his offense? It was like the run and shoot 2.0, but it was like the spread. He took a version of the spread offense in every play. 5 wide, no running back, shotgun. There was a term for it. That.
Well, that was the air raid, right? Did he
Yeah,
have a
that's it.
Yeah.
And the air raid. Man, those were some fun teams to watch.
All right. You want to get back to boxing?
Let's do it, brother. I'm here. We'll be appearing live all day.
Here's one that I got into. I haven't done the tape. I don't know if I'm going to get to it, but 79 wanted to talk about it. Damani Cato Kane and Vernon Brown. Vernon Brown's plus 170, which is kind of wide. His resume is better. I know Cato Kane fought on the previous Zuffa card. I'm not remembering it off the top of my head.
I'm not even getting that fight. That fight. It'll probably show up
Floyd
tomorrow.
Diaz fight? What about Floyd Diaz with Andreas
Santibanez? Yeah, fighting at Tehran. Floyd Diaz. We were talking about Floyd Diaz yesterday. You think Floyd Diaz is on upset alert, don't you?
I like Floyd Diaz has decent skills and speed. He's got no power. He doesn't.
Are you gonna commit to that?
No, I'm not. I'm not. If y'all want an upset,
You think Santibanez?
Y'all want to roll the dice? Is it a big
of course they want to roll the dice. These boys are savages.
All right. You want? This is not me officially locking anything down. Take Tehran.
Your boy Cashflow got one of those British records, by the way.
Yeah, he does. And he gets
14-0, 3 knockouts.
He lost to Ornalis.
Max. This is Floyd. Okay, damn, time flies. That was already 3 years ago when he lost to Max Ornalis. Well, he beat him by split, but they gave it to Floyd.
He went after.
I remember that fight. So Santibanez. So what was the fight 79 asked about? I'm not getting on my books. Vernon?
Yeah.
Did you take that? Ask him what his read is.
He liked Vernon Brown by upset. Vernon Brown's 37 years old. Like, I thought it was like a dumb bet. I looked at it like if you just match their resumes, Vernon Brown should probably win. But he's 37.
Oh shit!
I don't know.
Kane. I remember the Cato Kane fight. Vernon Brown. What is 79 like about Vernon though?
I'm not.
He's
sure.
He's a 37
in the chat. Yeah.
He's a. He went the distance with our drill. I'm at his box rec right now. I'm looking at him. Jamonte Clark. Is it just a value play, or is there something that he likes in the tape?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Because he's a 5'7", 37-year-old southpaw from the Chi. So I don't know much about him. He fought our Drill Holmes 4 years ago, lost the decision.
Yeah, I remember that fight.
Okay. And I watched Cato Kane and his.
And then me and Jab Zuda got into a big argument if Adrill Holmes is ass or not. I think Adrill Holmes is ass. He said he's pretty good. And me and Jab are usually eye to eye on things.
Yeah, dude. When I hear the boys in the Discord, they use the Young Bucks will use the word cheeks. That makes me crack up. That makes me crack. Archer Holmes got a little craft to him. He's a little crafty, kind of like a Michael Fox. A little craftiness.
Yeah. Well, Michael Fox is way better than him, but wrong fight. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong one. This De Los Santos.
Yep. I don't see Ryo
fight.
What are the like? Ryo got touched up a lot in his last fight. He got knocked out in the first fight against Edwin. Edwin, man, is really good. And
really good.
He's in like, what are you saying? If he was 34, you know, he's not active. His inactivity might. He's only 26. I don't think for a 26-year-old, I don't really think he's. Why would we expect Edwin De Los Santos to be anything but what he's been? You know what I mean?
It's inactivity. There's not been much. He hasn't fought,
But
much.
he's not that.
Is
But
that
he's
a
young.
concern? No, I'm with you.
And I was watching him during fight week. People were like, "Oh, he looks blown out." He looks in shape to me. Any pro is going to look good on them. I was just going to say it, and I caught myself. I was going to say any pro looks good on the pads, and I was like, no, they don't. I was watching.
That's not
it's not true, dude.
Yeah.
They used to say that though. When I was a kid, that was the saying, because I think coaching, like technique, was probably. I don't know, man. I don't want to shade any coaches because I coach, but it seems like coaching fighters was different 30 years ago with the fundamentals and the technique, that sort of thing. So I was watching Ben Whitaker hit the pads. Did you see the video of Ben Whitaker hitting the pads, throwing the uppercuts during media week?
No.
What? I don't know, man. I'm not a big Ben Whitaker guy. Like he's throwing his uppercuts. He's throwing his uppercuts like this. His chin, and he's just hitting the pads.
All right, so bet your money on Popeye and see how much you win.
I'm not betting that fight. I'm just saying.
Fair enough.
Ben Whitaker's one of those fighters that there's a cult following, big social media following. He's a Prada model or whatever. So he's getting fans, like, which is great for the sport. He could do no wrong. They've ordained him as basically like Roy Jones Jr. I'm not one of those. I'm like, I don't know. What I'm seeing is a guy that's shiny, but we've already seen the recipe and the roadmap on how to beat him by Liam Cameron. It's just Liam Cameron didn't have the skills to finish the job. That first fight.
Yeah, well, Liam Cameron sucks. Yeah.
Liam Cameron, he's like a wet noodle. There's certain fighters that they look soggy. Their style, you know what I mean? It's hard to explain.
I just felt like if I was born over there in the UK, and I like the British people, I legitimately like the British people. I'm just
you
saying
better
they're
not
ugly,
step foot.
Their food is they're ugly. Their food is horrible, and their fighters suck. I'm just putting that out there.
They're ugly. They're fucking ugly.
They are not attractive. They are not attractive people, which is weird because you go to Ireland, they're fine. You go to Scotland, they're fine. The people in England are hideous, and their food is terrible.
Yeah, I think you lost. This is like the scene in Pulp Fiction. Are we cool? Yeah, we cool, but you lost your LA privileges. You probably aren't allowed to go to. You probably aren't allowed to go to the UK, to Britain. You lost your British card, dude. The hottest girl that I've ever met, hung out with, she was from Ireland. Beautiful.
Ireland, fine. Fine. Scotland, fine. There's something specifically about England.
Beautiful.
They're ugly. They're hideous.
Just straight up calling a whole country ugly is crazy.
I'm sure you'll have some exceptions, like immigrants who moved there from somewhere else. The people,
you put a lot of thought into this.
I've been there multiple times. It's quite obvious, right? But the only people there are like Sandy Ryan. Her family's from Ireland. Like, she's Irish. She just lives in England. Like, the English people are ugly. They're ugly. Like, I'm not trying to.
Just hearing these blanket statements is hilarious, dude.
Not
have you ever done?
Not all, but most.
Have you? You should do. Have you ever done like open mic?
No,
You'd be hilarious on an open mic. Like, you should do open mic night and just start bashing the Brits in Texas.
I legitimately like them. The British people are cool people. They're ugly. Their fighters suck, and their food is horrible.
Let's go.
I do like it though. It sounds like I'm not. They're good people.
Yeah, I used to rent a room out. I used to rent my spare room out to a Brit. They're different. They're loyal. They're loyal. If you ever, my British boys, very loyal cats. I love the Brits.
Well, yeah.
I know you're just talking shit. I know you're just talking shit, but
everything. I mean everything from the.
You're like, no, I'm serious.
I think they're extraordinary people. I think they're great people.
You don't like shepherd's pie?
Countries.
You don't like shepherd's pie?
Not really.
Okay. You don't like fish and chips?
I like the fish and chips. The cod is extraordinary. But I'll say this: the fish and chips in Ireland was way better. Way better.
Do you know why? Do you know why the cuisine is the way it is, though? Do you know the history on why? When the British Empire was ruling the world, during the Indian spice trade, their cuisine, they had never tasted a peppercorn before. And so at this time, the peppercorn, when the people who were responsible for colonizing the British royalty were brought a peppercorn, and at that time it was worth its weight in gold. And so this was only like 600 years ago. So they had no seasoning.
They took the world over for spices and then never used any of them. It's quite extraordinary.
I mean, because cuisine is in the DNA and the fabric of a culture. So it's, like Italian. Think about what think about what Italian food in Italy is versus what Italian food in America is. Two different things.
Major difference between Italian food and Italian
It's
American
food.
food.
It's crazy. Like, in Italy, they're not putting meat in pasta dishes. You know what I'm saying? They're not mixing. America, it's its own thing. So I remember that was kind of when I went there the first time, learning that. But Italian food itself is the soul of a culture. The Brits were too busy colonizing. Their food was like potatoes and no seasoning.
Yeah, this is shocking to people. Like spaghetti and meatballs is a New York City invention. In Italy, meatballs are called polpette, right? Polpetta. And it's you eat it on the side. You have
on the side. You don't mix it
in a little bowl, and then you have your plate of pasta.
Same with pizza.
Together.
Like American,
and chicken and pasta is an absolute no-no.
No-go.
If you order chicken parm in an Italian restaurant in Italy,
doesn't
they will
exist.
chase you out with a wooden spoon. Chicken and pasta under no circumstance go together. I
love American Italian though.
It's what my mother calls American. No good, bambino. Yeah.
I love American Italian though. Yeah. It's a different thing.
I like. Yeah.
Oh, dude. Just, the one thing I miss about it.
I saw some Italian deli selling shrimp parm. Are you kidding me? Cheese and sauce on shrimp? I'm gonna throw that in your face.
Well, are they deep frying?
Throw it in your face.
Are they deep frying the prawns?
I'm not gonna find out. Right.
I'll fuck some deep fried prawns.
Cheese and fish don't go together. You don't put cheese and fish together. That's a no-no. That's American. That's no good. Chicken and pasta don't go together. Cheese and fish don't go together.
I don't know, man. Have you ever had a crab imperial? I used to live in South Carolina, and there was this crab house.
Sometimes you get
from Baltimore.
Your grits. Yeah.
Or like crab, like they would do jumbo lump crab meat in an oyster shell with like a cheese cheddar mayo thing baked. Boy, that's like a death row meal for me.
When you're talking about fish, you're talking about swordfish. You're talking about
like salmon,
like that. Salmon, swordfish.
Bass.
You're talking about some kind of squid or octopus. The taste is very, very subtle. It's a very subtle taste. So you're putting cheese on it. Now I'm not tasting the seafood. I'm tasting the cheese. So why am I eating seafood, which is a delicacy? Why am I eating that if you're diluting the taste of it with cheese and sauce?
Yeah, all these rules. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm not a big.
You okay?
Cramping, bro. It's crazy out here. It's crazy in these streets. I had a crazy session and I caught a body shot and then I did a sauna and I think I'm dehydrated. I keep cramping.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You gotta drink water. Drink water.
Give us
enough water. How much water do you drink per day? How much?
Big water guy. So
all right.
In this room, I keep a glass always in sight, and I always have it full all day. So that's all I drink. All I drink is.
Give me an estimate. How many ounces of water do you drink per day?
How many ounces in that bottle?
Like, what's some of the bottle?
So that's 24 ounces. I probably drink 6 to 8 of those a day.
Okay, so do I. That's at least 6. That's my minimum goal. Is at least 6. Yeah.
First, I'm a big water guy. Got to stay hydrated. This is a great question, man. I'm not happy about this fight more. I'm not. This is an Ohio Civil War.
This is Ohio versus Ohio.
This is an Ohio Civil War.
Where's Bell from?
Toledo. The crazy thing about this fight is that I've been covering Albert Bell for a decade. This is a 6-foot lightweight. Nobody's wanted to fight him. Top Rank did a terrible job with him, and he just couldn't get fights. And Abdullah Mason, we know what Abdullah Mason is. This is the craziest stuff. I had Albert Bell on a ticket at plus 560 to beat Andy Cruz, and he is only a plus 240 against Mason. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And Mason, I think people think Abdullah is going to run. Albert Bell is a legit classy fighter. Great jab, long, manages distance, great decision making. Oh, he doesn't have a lot of big names. Nobody like this is his chance. It sucks that this is his opportunity in a world title and he's going against one of our young guns. Because Ohio, you know what I mean, in Abdullah, Northeast Ohio. So obviously I'm taking Abdullah in this fight, but I think it's going to be competitive. How about you?
It's going to be more competitive than Cordina. I still think he's really good. I've always been a big Albert Bell fan. I just felt like he was
Does a lot of things well.
mismanaged.
Good punch placement, good decision making.
He's never gotten his chance at a big fight, and now he finally gets it. Yeah,
against a kid that Abdullah. You could find pictures on the internet of Albert, post amateurs, early 20s with like a 9-year-old Abdullah Mason. You know what I mean? It's just kind of it's boxing though. One of the Ohio boys is going to lose. Good fight.
Drink more water, 79. Drink more water. Drink more water.
I don't drink enough. Yeah, he's young and active. Guys, if you're using your body for work, if you're active, you got to drink water, man. You need fuel.
I'm with you.
The books have to be AI. I think Bell was going to be. Yeah, I'm salty that it was on a parlay and it got dusted because obviously the fight got off. I had Albert Bell outboxing Andy Cruz, man.
I gotta go watch. I haven't seen Albert Bell against a real world level guy, so it's hard to say. But I like Bell. I've always liked Bell. Even when he was a top ranked guy 4 or 5 years ago, I think this is a really good product. He's tried to go on his own. That didn't work out.
No.
I'm glad to see he's getting this chance, but this is a hell of a tough shot. Bell was in camp with Abdullah for no. There you go.
Yep. The thing about everything that we love about Abdullah would be the few things that people would criticize him for. Him engaging in wars. That's This is why his fan base is he gets hit, he's there to get hit. Will Bell have the power? I don't think Bell will play the game with him. I think he'll pick and pop, pick his spots to when to come in, use the entire ring. We'll see Mason. I think we'll see this fight might not be. I don't know what to expect, man. Or maybe Albert Bell. He's not known for going in and getting into these exchanges that Abdullah Mason's become famous for. You looking at the box rec now? Not a lot. Jason Zayas stopped him in the second.
It's not a lot.
There's not a lot there. There's not a lot there. But as a fighter, you could good records against guys but you can only beat who they put out in front. It takes two to tango, man. I was told for years that a lot of guys would turn fights down with him. Similar to kind of like when Shakur was coming up. You're not gonna.
If I had a prospect, I wouldn't put him in the ring with Bell for sure.
Yeah, exactly. And that's something that doesn't get spoken about enough. Is sometimes guys can't control their resumes. I think either you brought it up or Julius brought it up yesterday about. It was a good point. It made me think twice about Cedeno. I was talking about Cedeno's resume, how there's not a lot there, and either you or Julius said, well, when you're coming up through like domestic scenes in the Dominican, these guys, it's all that's offered. It's not a tell all that the whole record isn't just because the record is inflated. Because I guess I've just seen too many times guys coming from countries like the DR with inflated records, and then when they've had that moment, they fell short.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's obviously case by case. Like some guys thrive.
Yeah, it's not cut and dry. It's not cut and dry. But do you remember like 2 months ago there was a Dominican who fought? I think he was 15-0 with 14 knockouts. He was an 8-1 favorite. Fought a Puerto Rican, and he got knocked out in the third round. It was crazy.
Say this again. What
this would have been two. There's 2 months ago. There was a heavily favored Dominican. His name will come to me. He was, I think, 15-0 with 14 knockouts. He was like an 8-1 favorite in his hometown. I think in the DR, going up against a Puerto Rican who had a couple losses, and he got knocked out cold, brutally in like the third round. And this was his fight. This was his fight to bring him to the States. It was a feature spot, and I've seen it happen before, man.
Yeah. It get like that,
I bet you the chat don't know.
They put him in with an opponent who's tough. That guy comes to win, and he does, right? Like a lot of times, it depends. If they give you an opponent who's a veteran who knows how to fight, if he shows up for a paycheck, he's going to get steamrolled. If he shows up to win, watch out.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like other than the Xander Boots fight, that's the fight I'm looking most forward to is Cedeno Tucker, and then probably Ryo. All right, yeah, we've been on for a while, man.
Yeah, I had to wrap this up like 15 minutes ago. You got anything you want to close with?
No, man. Good luck to everybody. Good
luck
to the bettors.
I love talking to you, so I can run a little.
No, it's all good. It's all good, big dog. I gotta. It's 11:15 here. I gotta get ready for one more client anyway. But
all right, man.
Yeah, let's do this more.
Let's do this again. Again, if you're watching on my channel and you haven't subbed to Johnny, sub to Johnny's. If you're watching Johnny's channel, you haven't subbed to mine, sub to mine. Smash the like button no matter whose channel you're watching, because that's the least you can do. That should be automatic like a free throw. There's no reason not to do that. It's like missing free throws. God dang, fumblers and people who miss free throws, Johnny, can't stand it.
Did you say fumblers?
Fumblers, football players that fumble the football. Hold on to the goddamn ball. You're the ball carrier. Hold on to the ball.
Biner on the goal line, 1986 against the Broncos. The fumble. He fumbles. Marty Schottenheimer gets fired. Art Modell gets rid of Biner. Biner goes on to have a Hall of Fame type career, wins a Super Bowl in Washington. Schottenheimer goes on to do his thing. The fumble. We're cursed. Cleveland's cursed. I can't wait till I see a thumbnail with Skittles on it. All right, boys, I got to run.
All right, y'all. June 25th, 2026, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.